Hello and welcome to a new showcase video. In this video I'm gonna show you the first game I actually finished making. The first demo I completed. So it's a parody game about a streamer. It's called Forsen Chronicles, and here you can already see the main menu window. And also, I'd like to add first, before I start talking about details about the game, that because it was actually my first bigger project that I completed, there are many solutions in the code and in the project that I probably would do differently right now. But even though that's the case, I think there are plenty of very interesting ways and ideas I managed to use to achieve nice effects. Like, for example, already we can see the dust here is done with very weird method of displaying window without displaying movie file without the alpha channel. So it's actually just a video playing over UI. Okay, so here we have basic buttons. In the game we have save mechanism implemented, so that's why the first button says continue right now. Here we have options menu. So the classic sound settings, resolution. Here we can check controls, so walking will be done. Okay, so the genre of the game, I forgot to say a word about it. So it is an RPG game, and it's a parody game about a streamer. So those are base controls, nothing interesting. Here we have credits and exit game button. So let's start a new game. So here we will be greeted with a trailer. Maybe not trailer, the intro video, which I made, and I thought it was really funny. I'm not sure if you can hear the game enough. I'm gonna try to tune it up in the windows.
It covered every land known to the humans.
Okay, that should be better.
From Sweden through China to Africa. Like every kingdom, it had its ruler. He was beautiful, wise, and a brave leader. The hero people needed, but not the one they deserved. They called him Forsen, the miraculously prince. He was respected by his
So I don't want to interrupt, I'm gonna add something after it ends.
Unfortunately, the paradise has eventually ended. Many triumphs have put to sleep his vigilance. An illegal, secret association, called Blizzard, scented a good moment to make progress in their shady plan. Their goal was to get rid of the prince, and take the crown for themselves. Without hesitation, they made an attempt of killing Forsen. Miraculously, he got away, but was seriously injured. Blizzard took the leadership and made it impossible for him to ever come back, so he was forced to hide. He found shelter in a small cave in Sweden. At that point, his only objective was to make a living as a normal citizen, and not end up as a hobo for the rest of his life.
Okay, so now we are in game. So let me just first let me tell you a word of introduction. So The game was originally made for the viewers of a streamer, just to have some laughs. So obviously the intro and the whole storyline is very stupid, you might say, and full of references to the streams. So probably if you're not familiar with the stream, then you won't catch all references, or it won't really be funny to you. So don't worry about it, I'm just gonna tell you about the systems I implemented in this game. Okay, so here we have inventory system. So first we have a mini menu section here that we can access all major systems. Here's obviously pause menu. Here is the quest log. Sorry, here is the inventory. I'm closing them with escape. And here is the map. Obviously, we have keybinds that we can access all of those systems independently. Okay, so now I see on OBS that there is a first major problem with the game. I didn't adjust the sound system, which is built in Unity. So here we can see it's actually non-linear because it's the input of the slider is is translated directly into the mixer. So obviously that's a terrible way of implementing sound in Unity. Now, a few years later, I obviously know this, but in my first project I wasn't aware, and I didn't really test this out enough. So let me just see what would be good sound. Probably, okay, I think this will be better in terms of music volume. Okay, so let's start. Here we have inventory system, which I already showed you. We walk around WASD, and here we can see the picture of some sort of loot bag. We can come near it. Whenever we are near, we can click Z, and then we pick up the item. So here we can see there is a tooltip that tells us what item is this. So obviously it's a trash item, and the description of the item only is there to just be a little bit funny. Okay, so here we can see the statistics window. On the left we can see the offensive defensive stats, and here we can equip items. We'll later get an item that will be equipable, so I'll show you how it works. Let me show you the map now. It's just a simple system. Those two continents are not implemented yet. We are currently on this one. Here we can see whenever we hover over the part of the continent that we are on, that it lights up. That means we can click left click it, and now we see the small version, the zoomed version of the part of the continent. And now you can see, as I try to walk around, my position on the map actually updates. Okay, and the white square obviously represents our character. Okay, so let me pick up the other item. Those are just cosmetic objects, and now we are in the true map. Okay, so here we can see we have some NPCs. Those are enemies, and this is our first quest giver NPC. So as you can see, whenever we come close, we have the prompt press space and to interact with him. So let's see what he has to say.
Hello, I finally found you. It's been a while. Strangely enough, it wasn't that hard. I just needed to follow the blood trail and dodge patrols of Blizzard's acolytes. And the fact that everyone that came in your way was complaining about a stranger commencing brawls just made it easier.
So as you can see, the options are that are listed on the right side. To each option there is an assigned number, and after we click the number on the keyboard, we can choose an option. So let's press number
Well,
3.
I was sure that you are already preparing an uprising. But, looking at you, it was not your priority in last week's. Now I clearly see that without me, you cannot do anything. Don't worry, I already thought of a plan. First, you need to find yourself a proper girl. She is required to keep you sane, and my plan needs you as the leader. One really pretty chick lives nearby. I think you should talk to her.
And here we could see that we just started the quest, and it got added to our quest log.
Wait a second, I don't want you to die that soon. You should first remind yourself how to fight, before I hand you a real weapon. See those weebs wandering around? It shouldn't be that hard to show them who is the boss. Kill at least 5 of them and then come back to me for some basic equipment.
Okay, so we got added another quest. Now we have an option to tell him that we already done the quest. Let's see how he reacts.
You didn't kill enough of them. Now they will replicate and all this effort will go to waste. Go back and finish your job.
So there is a custom response whenever we didn't finish the quest, and we talk to the NPC and try to finish it. Okay, so to quit the talking mode, we just go away from the trigger collider, so just walk away from the NPC. And here in the top right we can see the smaller area that we are in. So let's go back to the map for a second, and here the map is just divided to smaller areas that are not visible on the map, and they are just displayed on the top right with text. Okay, so now we can see what quests we got. So this was to find the girl, and another quest to kill 5 weebs. Okay, that sounds about right. And now I've now noticed that I forgot to mention another system that is implemented. So the ability system, there's a spellbook. Here, whenever we hover over it, we get the description of the spell. So the combat in this game is turn-based, as we're gonna find out in a second. And here we just see the description of the spell. So just the magic melee attack that deals some damage. Okay, so now let me show you the combat system. So to start the combat with unfriendly NPC, we just come close to it and we automatically get put in combat mode. So as I said, it's turn-based. Here we have 3 main options. On the top left you can see health bar and mana bar. Here we have a basic attack option. Whenever we hover over the button we get description. So obviously we have a basic attack ability. We're gonna see how it works. It might be very loud, so I don't take responsibility for your ears in the next 5 seconds. As you could see, the health bar is animated. Our character just made a move, and you could see the animation of attack and then a sound of slamming a desk. Okay, so another major option we can do is cast a spell. Here we have a mini action bar with buttons, and here is a small description of the spell. So this is the spell in the spellbook I showed you. Now we have enough mana to cast it. It costs only 20, we have 50, so let's try it. So you could see we dealt more damage. Obviously in the middle you have dynamic information that tells us immediately what happened and how much damage an ability took from its target. Okay, so I don't remember if I told you, but this button is just to forfeit the combat. So let's try to finish it. We can cast our spell again, and obviously after each our move, after each move of the player, the enemy, if it's still alive, performs its attack. So now let's finish the enemy off. Okay, so here we have information that our quest got updated, And here is a loot box. There is no items that drop. The X represents that just nothing dropped from this enemy. And after clicking OK, we just get put back to our main mode, so to the world map. Okay, so let's try beating more enemies to see if something drops. And also to progress the quest, because we need to kill all 5 of them. There are actually more of them on the map, but we have to kill 5 of them for completing the quest. Okay, so here we can see some funny items dropped. Some waifu pillow, we can see it has some statistics. It's actually a shield in the game, I believe. And it has some cell cost attached, same as the other item, which is just trash item to sell to NPCs, potentially. Okay, so here we can click OK, we get put back. Now we can, after clicking inventory, we can see that the grid got updated with new items. So here we have an item, we can try to equip it.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
We get a sound effect after equipping, and here we can see our statistics should be updated accordingly. And yeah, that's basically it. And the statistics will just make us more strong in combat. So that's basically the use of equipping items, as with every RPG. Okay. So probably you can skip next few minutes if you don't want to watch the combat. This is probably the way of designing quests. This way of designing quests is probably not well fitted for a single-player RPG game. Now after watching it after a few years of my progress. So if you just want to see more systems, which will be just few of them, I highly recommend skipping a few minutes into the video. Okay, so we have another shield that dropped. Okay, so we got lucky with the damage. We only needed 2 casts of a spell, and we just completed it. Let's see if the progress of the quest updated, and it did. We only need 1 more, and the quest will be complete. Also, there was no indicator of it, but I might add that the first quest is the main quest, and the one we are doing right now is a side quest. So we actually do not have to complete it. I'm just doing it for the sake of showing you how the quest completion works. Okay, so here we can see the quest was complete. No loot this time. Click OK, go back to the world, we talk to the NPC.
I finally found you. It's been a while.
And now we can just tell him that we completed the quest.
Remember how to use your basic attacks. Now you can take this sword and some armor. I will wait for you at the SNES home border. Don't forget to bring a woman with you.
Okay. So he said that he gave us some loot. You can see we have some Forsen merch, and we have a weapon. Okay, so this is actually a two-handed weapon. There is no indicator of it, unfortunately, but we're just gonna equip it, and then we have dishwasher gloves, which we can equip also. Okay, so obviously I didn't say it out loud, but yeah, to equip a two-handed weapon, you have to have no shield equipped. Okay. Also, in the top, we can see an X bar, which is filling after completing quests and killing enemies. Okay, so let us progress further. Okay, so we have some more enemies. Here we can now talk to another NPC. I'm thinking if there's any more interesting systems I want to show you that you haven't seen already. Let's just talk to this guy now.
Why are people so interested in the
We
towers
couldn't enter the
lately?
tower.
It's not your problem. If you want to do something useful, get rid of those wingmans.
Okay, so we started another side quest.
I can still see them there. Come back after the job is finished.
Is also locked, so we actually need to complete it. It should be added to our quest log. Yep, the completed one got removed, and now we have another quest just to kill 5 of those guys. I think we are not going to bother with this. So basically the game just revolves around talking to NPCs, completing quests, and progressing through the story. So from major systems, I think that's it. I can also show you how it works whenever you die to an enemy. So let me just try to play badly to see if I can show you the death mechanism. So I just use basic attack instead of using abilities, and now I should lose the battle.
Why am I never lucky? Why am I never lucky? Oh my god!
Okay, so here you can see the death mechanism. We can click continue, and we get respawned in the beginning. Okay, so I think that will be it for this video. If you want to play this demo till the end, feel free to do so. It's available, of course, for free on my GitHub. The link should be in the description. And that would be it. Thanks for watching.